Well, the fallout continues today after Joe Kent, a Trump supporter who unsuccessfully ran for Congress twice in Southwest Washington, resigned as director of the National Counterterrorism Center. Kent writing that he can't support the ongoing war in Iran and that Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation, and it is clear that we started this war due to pressure from Israel and its powerful American lobby. On Tuesday, President Trump responded to Kent's resignation, insisting that Iran posed an imminent threat when he decided to strike. Today, during a campaign-style event in Michigan, Vice President J.D. Vance had this to say about the differing opinions between Kent and the president.
I know Joe Kent a little bit. I like Joe Kent. You heard the President of the United States say yesterday that he likes Joe Kent too. But it's one thing to have a disagreement of opinion. I know the president very well. He welcomes differences of opinion. That said, whatever your view is, when the President of the United States makes a decision, it's your job to help make that decision as effective and successful as possible.
The president taking to social media on Tuesday as well, posting this photo on his Truth Social page of an apparent post by Kent 6 years ago, where he called on then-President Trump to, quote, wipe Iran's ballistic capability out. Now, the rhetoric from the White House regarding Kent's resignation and his reason for leaving continued to simmer well into this morning.
The president gave Joe Kent a chance. He thought he was a good guy with good military experience, and unfortunately, he proved he was not up for the job. And we don't want somebody leading the counterterrorism task force who cannot agree that the #1 state sponsor of terror in this world did not pose a threat to the United States. And the president feels it's deeply disappointing that after the president gave him an opportunity in this administration to serve the American people, that he would resign with a letter filled with falsehoods, accusing the president of the United States by being controlled by a foreign country. That's both insulting and laughable all at the same time.
Okay, Kent's fall from the president's good graces is a far cry from just over a year ago when the president praised Kent on social media, congratulating him and saying it was his pleasure to nominate Kent as director of the National Counterterrorism Center. So in the span of just 13 months, it went from the president's pleasure to have Joe Kent in his administration to blasting him on social media and saying this on Tuesday.
But when I read his statement, I realized that it's a good thing that he's out.